Hello, I'm Sketchy Duval, and today I'm here with a drawing challenge that I just made for myself because I thought it would be fun. I wanted to make some interesting characters, so I thought a way to do that could be to combine fashion and cryptids, basically. Two things I'm interested in combined into one. So I made two wheel picker things to decide my ideas. I have 6 on each wheel, but I think I'm only going to do 3 drawings today, 3 characters. So first I have the cryptid creature wheel, and then I have the fashion brands wheel. So what I want to do is roll for a creature, and then roll for a brand, and I'll draw a creature kind of inspired by that brand, wearing that brand's clothing. So in the creature section, I have vampire, mermaid, witch, fairy, zombie, and Slenderman. And then in the brands, we have Vivienne Westwood, Moschino, Rick Owens, Ralph Simmons, Anna Sweet, and Betsy Johnson. So starting with cryptid, let's spin. Oh my god, we get Slenderman. Okay, I was so excited to get Slenderman. I was really hoping I'd get this. I love Slenderman. Okay, so let's remove him. So we have Slenderman dressed in which brand? Slenderman dressed in Rick Owens. That's kind of perfect. Yeah. Okay, Slenderman dressed in Rick Owens. Like, okay. We could not be off to a better start here. Slenderman can be in the center. Maybe he can be like framing the others with his arms. I just want to get like a rough pose down before I start to go in with the clothes. He's always kind of standing like this, so as if he's like real. I'm like, he's always standing like this. No, I was really into Slenderman when I was like in middle school. I thought it was such a cool story, and I was always like playing the games, like any Slender game that came out, like all the fan-made games, like all the crappy random ones that were released. Like I was so into it. Watching Marble Hornets on YouTube. If you know Marble Hornets, you know the tea. Okay, so there's the base for Slenderman. Now let's go investigate Rick Owens and see what I want to dress Slenderman in. Here is the Rick Owens mood board that I assembled. So we have some runway collection stuff and these Rick Owens Montclair shoes. So Slenderman always wears that like black and white suit tuxedo thing. So I want to keep that kind of shape and that kind of vibe. So I think I'll do some jacket and something that accentuates the long arms. Kind of like the tentacles that come off of his back, you know. And then for his bottoms, I'll do some like shredded skirt or something with, of course, these shoes because I think they're really cool. Yeah, let's get started. We'll do the big shoulders for the jacket. You know, honestly, drawing Slenderman in Rick Owens is kind of just what Rick Owens runway shows look like. It's really not much of a stretch. We'll keep the bare chest, but I do want him to keep the Slenderman tie, so let's just add that in. So yeah, there's like the rough sketch of Slenderman wearing Rick Owens. Let's go back to the Wheel of Fortune and see who our next victim will be. So let's spin. Ooh, okay. We get mermaid. Alright, mermaid, what brand? Ooh. Mermaid Vivienne Westwood. Okay. That's interesting. So I think I'll want the mermaid around here. Probably something like this. Okay, I think we've got the mermaid's pose down finally. That took me so long to figure out. It's actually really hard to pose someone who doesn't have human legs. So anyway, now let's go fashion hunting and see what Vivienne Westwood we can put onto her. Okay, I'm back with my mood board so we can make this Vivienne Westwood inspired mermaid. So, of course, Vivienne Westwood is known for the plaid, the like punk fashion, and obviously this pirate look fits perfectly with the mermaid nautical theme, but I wanted to try to do something that was more like not just taking a look and putting it on something. I want to like style my own pieces. So I was thinking this hair with maybe like this kind of vibe for the top, and I'm thinking the tail can be the plaid pattern as like the fish scales, and then I want to give her this big pink boa. I want her to have like a lot of movement in her outfit and stuff because she's a mermaid. And then I do want her to have that big boa. It's gonna be huge, coming over her arm like this. Yeah, and maybe like this part of her tail can have like the socks. So it'll be the plaid into the socks and then the ruffles. I think that'll help it give more of a Vivienne vibe. Okay, so there's the very rough sketch of the Vivienne Westwood mermaid. Now let's spin for our last little character over here. So our last creature will be... Okay, so our last designer will be Moschino. Okay, and then our last creature will be fairy. Okay, so Moschino fairy. That I feel is another perfect match. I mean, it is kind of funny to have Slenderman and then like these two bright girls next to him. Totally just had to steal that pose from the pixie from Shin Megami Tensei, but that's what art is about. Taking your favorite media and making it into something else. So, anyway, let me go investigate the Moschino archives to see what this pixie fairy can be wearing. So, Moschino is known for very bold everything. Bold colors, color blocking, definitely inspired by drag queens. This hair is interesting. I'm thinking maybe the colored wig. And then this dress can be good, and I want her to have colorful skin. I'm thinking these shoes, and for the wings, I'm inspired by this dress idea with maybe some polka dots as well. So a lot going on here. The wings, I'll do those in purple maybe. So they're gonna have this like tubing on the outside, and you know what, maybe they don't need to be symmetrical. I'm trying to think, like, if Moschino did fairy wings, would they be symmetrical? I don't know. But I'm not Jeremy Scott. Here we have my rough sketch of Rick Owens Slenderman, Vivienne Westwood Mermaid, and Moschino Fairy. It's very messy, but I can see it coming together. It is actually working, and I'm excited. So let me clean this up, and I'll come back to show you what it looks like. So here's the more cleaned up sketch. Still kind of rough in some spots, but I just got everything kind of blocked out and cleaned up most of the line work. And I think you can see the idea really coming together. I actually really like how like dark and emo Slenderman is in the center, and then to have these two like brightly colored cute girls next to him. I think that's kind of funny. Now I'm gonna start coloring. his clothes. So everything is gonna be black. So we're gonna have to figure out how to make contrast, how to make things stand out with all the black. Then the sleeves, they can actually be like a dark gray instead of straight up black, just to bring in some other color. And then the shoes, they're like a lighter gray. And then the laces. Okay, there's our Rick Owens Slenderman colored in. Okay, now let's do the Vivienne Westwood Mermaid. I do want her skin to be like pinkish tinged, just kind of like a magical sea creature skin color. And her tail, I think I will also give it this base coat of pink. But actually, I don't think I want her tail to be pink. So, but we'll figure that out later. And then we'll go in and do the clothing. So I want the shirt. The shirt is blue. The skirt, I want to be this kind of sad green color. Let me change the tail color right now. I think I want it to be like a dark green. Right? Because I want it to have that like argyle, or not argyle, more like plaid pattern. And then, yeah, the sock will be this color. The ruffles, I think this needs to change. Yeah. The ruffles are not working. I think it needs to follow more of the shape of the tail. And then maybe at the bottom, go into like ruffle territory. Yeah, I think that's better. And then we'll go back up top and color in her hair. So I do want her hair to be more blue than black because I want it to stand out from Slenderman. Then let's do her makeup a bit actually. I do want her to have a white face, like a powder white face. And I love doing blush, so I'm gonna take it into blush. Okay, so now let's do our Moschino Fairy. Yeah, I want her skin to be green. Hair will be this blue color. The dress is this hot pink. And then the boots are this pink. Yeah, that's better. Then I want the gloves to be this blue color. I do want the boots to have this cheetah, or I keep saying cheetah, this tiger print. I think I might want to add some of that in the wig too, actually. So I like how this hair has like purple. Let me get like a lavender color and kind of add that into the hair, maybe in the bang. Right? Like, oh. Maybe like around the roots. We can go in and do stripage. Then the wings. Okay. So I want, actually, let's take the same lavender color. We can do the inner part of the wings with that, and then the silver part. And then I need to do this like really insane funky pattern. So I'm just gonna draw circles. I like that it helps tie in the entire color story of this fairy. Having the pink and the blue and the green. Now for her face, this makeup is actually pretty simple. It seems like Moschino does a nude lip a lot, so let's do a nude lip for her. Which, I mean, a nude lip for her would be green, but I want to see what like a human colored nude lip would look like. Yeah, I think that's good. There's just some color in the inner corners, it looks like. So maybe I'll take this color and let's see what that would look like in the inner corners. Of course, she needs some blush. Okay. There we have all the base colors down for the Vivienne Westwood Mermaid, Rick Owens Slenderman, and Moschino Fairy. This looks really interesting. It's a very interesting selection of characters. I am really liking how this is turning out. I'm not sure what setting they'd be in together like this, but you know, you can use your imagination. Anyway, I'm going to do my like finishing touches, put them in some place. I don't know, for the background I'll probably just do like a gradient color thing. But, you know, we'll see. And just do my finishing touches. And I'll be back to show you how it goes. And here you have it. So I went in and did all the shading and everything. I did some foresty kind of background to tie in the Slenderman vibe. I added some glow around the mermaid and the fairy to kind of make them stand out as magical creatures. Let's get a closer look here at the Vivienne Westwood Mermaid. I really like all the colors. She gives me very Bratz vibe, like very Kina from Bratz. And then here, of course, the Rick Owens Slenderman. I think he looks so cool. No face, but still pulling your attention. And then our cutesy little Moschino mermaid. I actually really love her eyes. Like, look at that. I think they look so pretty. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna take this into Lightroom and do some edits, like adding some grain and stuff. I like to do that with my pieces. You know, like I'm making digital art already. I might as well take advantage of more digital tools. So I like to bring my art into Lightroom and just do some like color and lighting editing after. So let me know which of these fashion cryptids you ended up liking the most. I think for me, I'm really drawn to this Vivienne Westwood mermaid. The colors are just so me, but altogether I love how they look. So yeah, let me know which one you like the best. And I had a lot of fun doing this, so I might do it in the future with some more cryptids and more fashion brands. If you'd like to see more of my art, then you can find that on my Instagram, which is Sketchy Duval. And it's also linked in my description below. So I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time,